Hello everyone, welcome to the updated Mod 30 ST build because it was pointed out that in the previous video I made a big mistake, so we're gonna ignore that ever existed and we're gonna fix the mistake. We have helmet for combat advantage, which is for Master Lay of the Mad Dragon. I just bought it because it had dropped for me. Chest piece also for Master Layer of the Mad Dragon for crit strike, crit sev. These arms are from the new dungeon. Don't know exactly where they drop, but I decided to use these ones despite the 5% reduction, because at this point, like, the item level is creeping quite high, that I feel like the item level is starting to be better than the 5%, but obviously if I test it out and I actually end up not liking it, I'll switch back to the 25%. Perfect weapons from last boss in Master Demon Weapons. This is for the crit strike and crit sev, just for the extra stats, but it also gives 3% more damage, which is very nice. These are boots from second boss in Master Demon Weapons, and these give you more combat advantage. They are a bit variable, so it's like the radius of a hollowed ground if it works as it's stated, which I don't know how often in combat I am close enough to proc this. I hope I am. Just be aware of that. Neck waist is the more controversial choice of going for the combat advantage. Now I know that there is the spell jammer set, which gives you 7% combat advantage and also gives you forte, and that's going to go into other stats, so that's cool, but it never stacks enough for me. If it stacks enough for you, absolutely go with that, because that will be the better option. It's higher item level and technically you get more percentages, but it doesn't stack for me well at all, so I don't like it because of that. So I went for Dragon Hand Choker. You only need to stack it 3 times, and for me, like, I do 3 encounter powers before my big hits, which means that my big hits are gonna have all this combat advantage, and that's really nice for me. Then I went for a Zemnid Ring for 6% combat advantage because I want as much CA as possible. This ring is a bit more. I was really iffy about what to put here. I didn't know what I should at this point build into. If I should put in accuracy, or if my accuracy is too low that maybe I should just go for damage. But I remember back in the days when people were chilling at like 70 to 80% accuracy. So I decided over accuracy, and this ring for Master Doom Weapons does give a decent amount of accuracy. But if you disagree and you think damage is better, by all means, there are other damage rings that you could put here instead. Dragon Bone Veil shirt for 5% combat advantage, because I always need the percentages, so always gonna pretty much always have this on, even though it's the item level is low, and that makes me sad, but I need the percentages. And then pants, because they give you more stats and you are able to overcap combat advantage, as you see here, so it seems to work. Yeah, these are all just enchantments or enhancements placed in a way that would give me these ratings that I want. Overloads for more percentage, and then damage, and this can change to a Slayer depending on the content you do. I've not upgraded my recharge bonus because that's quite an expensive upgrade and it doesn't give you that much, so I've simply not bothered, but technically you should. These are again for ratings, except this one, because you have to have the red dragon mark for the neckwaist set. And then the tentacle rod, I like this one because it gives me ratings I need, but it's always variable, so the primary artifact will change according to what I need to run in the group. In terms of boons, pretty much the same as I've had for ages, as previous videos. Nothing's really changed there, but I did change here from accuracy to power, because that helps me cap out my power. Companions, I upgraded my bolster to 120%, and I upgraded like Scorpion, Portobello, Tudor, Drist, so I have those, and then I switched out all the damage percentage companions to just stats stuff. For example, a new one for me is the Kenku because that gives me power and crit severity, and to get those to 120, it's harder. So at this point, like, I started upgrading companions I never really upgraded before. So then with the companion equipment, I just put it on stats that I need. I didn't want to replace them, so I know they give a bit of accuracy, which might not be a priority now, but it's so much effort to replace these at this point. So I'm gonna keep these and maybe tweak with them later, but they won't make a huge difference. Okay, for a mount, I always use Golden Touch for the damage, and then just Armor Breaker because that gives me a lot of crit severity, and it's very nice. Now for buffs, Spider Box, Owlbear isn't really a buff, but it does damage. Spiderbox is RNG, so you can get accuracy or power or crit strike, but I never count those into my stats because, again, RNG, so you don't know if you're getting that. Buffs, Flask of Potency, Squash Soup, Ratatouille still because it's just, it doesn't do enough. I don't need 4,000 in other stats, so I might as well put it in accuracy and make sure my accuracy isn't incredibly low. This is mainly for the combat advantage, but extra accuracy is always decent if my rating's not capped. It might be capped, so these might not even contribute that much. But might as well have it. Then I have Invocation Blessings because they give you 1,000 rating. But yeah, really sorry that I made a mistake in the previous video. I'm so happy that it was pointed out, and also, like, early, so I could do something to fix it. Because it would have been a nightmare if the video was up for a week and I was spreading this information that wasn't true. But at least I got a chance to fix it, so thank you so much for telling me. And aside from that, if you liked this video and found it helpful, please leave a like. If I made another mistake, feel free to roast me in the comments. If you do like my guides or want to see more Arbiter stuff or just any other video that I post, feel free to subscribe. And then finally, I also stream Neverwinter plus other games on Twitch, so I usually stream twice per week Neverwinter in the weekends. If that interests you, feel free to follow me on Twitch as well. It's just twitch.tv/Azarren. And other than that, that's it for me. Thanks for watching.